Well, hello, Sagittarius. Hello. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. So Sagittarius, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. We are going to be using the tarot, the first part of the reading. Then we're going to get into some oracles. But let me say hello to a few of you guys in the chat. Hello, Veronica. Hey, Chatty Chicky, Aura, Lasagna, OT, Emmeline, Tamara, Deborah, and Soul. Hey, y'all. All right. So I'm going to be pulling from the energy of the individuals that I just called, to those who are going to be coming in, watching, and those who are going to be looking at the replay a little bit later. So we're going to go ahead and see what's coming out here for Sagittarius Collective. This is for Sagittarius. Okay. First card coming out is the Nine of Wands. Wounded. Ooh. Very interesting. I never paid attention to this particular picture. You know, you guys feel you have offered yourself in many ways. It's funny that I'm saying offer, because even at the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Cups is an offer, right? But there's something about this energy where you feel like you have, because usually offer will be what you put your energy into, who you put your energy into, and you didn't quite get what you wanted or what you thought you would get out of that. Because we have to pay attention to the fact that this is a wounded card. This is a wounded card. And you can just give a lot to a lover, to a husband, to a wife, to a girlfriend, to a boyfriend, whoever, family members or whatever. And there's always this need to keep going. And you're like, but who's going to encourage me? Because see, this person is out here by themselves alone. And now you've been offered up. You have nothing left to give. And you're being told that you must continue to persevere. You must continue to fight. And the thing is, that Knight of Cups was in reverse. So that means you have nothing left to offer. You have nothing left to give. You have poured yourself out. This is a feeling that you have been having, you are having, or you will have about something or someone in particular. I don't like this energy because it just feels like something that you cannot forget, something that's bothering you, something that's irritating you. That right there, that's the thing that's getting to you, because you always feel like you're being followed in a way. You feel like unlucky. You feel like you know how they say, oh, that's what it is. Bad luck is following me. That's what this looks like. And, you know, and to me, for that to come out as your first card, we're going to clarify it, but that's a strong energy. That's very strong. Now we're going to see what comes out after it. We're going to see what comes out the second one. But man, that's a tough energy. That's a tough energy to have. Let's see. This is for Sagittarius. Let's get it. King of Cups. Okay. All right. Extremely emotionally matured individual. Your experiences have made you this way. You have a lot to offer to your children, to anyone that you fall in love with. For those who are around you, you have a lot of love. And the universe is going to do something about that. I love the fact that the 9 of Cups came out, because this is something that you're wanting. Based on this, the King of Cups, very caring individual. Because you have cared so much, the universe is saying, I am going to grant you a wish. You don't think so, though. Not in that energy. You don't think so. Not right now. Not right now. That's the loyal king as far as loyal love. Someone who truly loves. And because you truly loved whoever, your children, your lover, your family, you love your job, you poured into your job. And because you love that so much, you're going to get rewarded for it. But you don't see it yet because you're still here. There's always people who are around you who are not necessarily ideal. You always put up with people who you know isn't necessarily ideal for your emotional security, but you deal with it. Oh, I'll deal with this lover, even though I know they're not ideal because they're not giving me what I want. They're always disappearing on me. They don't communicate well, but I'll love them anyway. Your family member who's wishy-washy, so funny acting, but I'll love them anyway. And because you guys have put up with that kind of energy, the universe is like, that's okay. That's all right. Let's just tell Sagittarius, we're going to give them something. We'll give them a little bit of something. We're going to get to your money in a minute because I can already tell what's happening with that. But I need one more card just to see how this is going to pretty much turn out for you. But you guys came out deep with this today. Here you got with the 8 of Pentacles. All right, this is good. This is good. This is good. I love it because you're running to. This is good because a lot of the habits or people and the mindsets that you guys have been in, you're actually finally breaking free from that. You're getting away from somebody or something. Because remember when I said somebody, you feel like somebody's following you. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? I didn't even see this card when I said it, by the way. I didn't. I was only looking at the person above the man's head. Right? Here it is, another card. Here it is saying again. When I said before, you just feel like bad luck is following you. And this could be toxic people. No matter where you go, what you do, you always seem to come across people who are toxic and disloyal. The 8 of Pentacles is interesting because the 8 of Pentacles talks about you working on yourself. And it's not just you. We're going to talk about other stuff too. But it's you focusing on something that's important to you. The people who come around you, it has to be practical. Why are they in my life? Is me being with this man or woman, is this practical? Do I feel that it's buildable, that I can work with them? Is that possible for me? But again, you do the same thing when you're around anybody. You do the same thing with your family and your friends. The type of work that you do, is it workable for me? And this is where you guys are. And so you sit down and you say, okay, I want to start writing things out. You see how you're starting to get things together, because see what was happening was that you thought that you could just pray a little bit. You get up out of bed. You don't have to do the work. But the 8 of Pentacles says, baby, you have to work on this. Because you'll end up falling right back in the same hole that you were falling in before, and dissatisfaction and having to put up with other people's nonsense. Because you're coming out as a person who is emotionally mature, but that's not what you've been getting. And it's because you have not been working on you. Maybe you didn't see your value. A person that's in the 8 of Pentacles energy sees their value. This is the reason why they're so hell-bent and focused on themselves. You can only do this when these type of people are no longer around. This is the only way you can do it. When you've removed yourself from the addictions and the codependencies. That's the only way you can do it. Not too much internet, not too much of gossip and, lounging around, playing around with people who's wasting your time when you finally are able to escape those things. Only then, here with the Eight of Pentacles, you are able to focus on yourself and work on you. Then you can build something with yourself and somebody else. You're always worrying. You're always worrying. People come into your life, especially if they are lovers, you're always wondering if you can actually build something with them, and then you don't see them for who they are because you're too busy looking to the future saying, I want to see if this is going to work. I want to see if this is going to work, because you're too busy worrying. And then you always deal with people who can't go that deep with you. You're doing all the work, and then you're like, oh, it's working. No, it's not. This is the reason why in the beginning of the reading it talks about perseverance. You got sores on your hands. You got scrapes and bruises everywhere. You're all beat up and knocked up. And then you're like, oh, it's working. It's working. No, it's not. You've done all the work. And so looking at this reading is basically saying you're going to be run away from those kind of people and get with people who are going to build something with you, who want to actually build something. You're dealing with people who basically say they don't have time for you because they're always doing something else. This is the excuse that they basically tell you. They're like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do this weekend, or I'm not going to be able to do this today because I got this and this to do. Really? Like you said that excuse last week. Oh, no, that's what I'm doing today. And you see how the Eight of Pentacles is like, okay, so what are you going to do about it? Are you going to call up Yasmin to vent because this person is telling you that they don't have time for you? Because you know what I'm going to tell you. Did you go get your toes did? Did you shave? Is your hair done? How is your house? Speaking of which, baby, that's something I want to have to work on because, baby, I am lazy. I can do everything else. I can get toes did, all that, which I will be doing soon, sometime this week. I can do all of those things. But, baby, when it comes down to cleaning something, especially if it's a big project, I'm going to procrastinate. And that's what you do. You don't want to face reality head on when it comes down to real things with people. Okay? Because they're giving you all kinds of excuses about why they can't do something. And this happens even with your own kids. And you just give me excuses. That's why I love them anyway. And it's like, if you don't get your ass in there and clean up your room, because I'm going to take your game. They need to have the fear of the Lord when you come into that house. Because you mean business. And you need to stop having people take advantage of you, because a lot of y'all are just being taken advantage of because of your caring nature. Other people see that. Other people know that you care. They don't care about walking over you. They don't care about all of that. They're like, that's okay. She'll be fine. He'll be fine. They'll be good. They'll be good. You make a decision to create boundaries here with the Queen of Swords. Two of Swords. Decision to do what? Create boundaries. We're not saying that you got to go to the extent of earth to like cut people completely off, but you tell them. The Queen of Swords is very vocal in her phrases and her expressions. This is what I want. This is what you will do. This is what I won't allow. And they have to respect you for it, but they will be surprised. Why? Because they ain't used to you doing it. What the hell is up with Sag? What changed? What got into Sag? Why they acting different? Mama, what's wrong with you? Okay, what's going on with you? Listen, I've changed. I've seen the light. I went to church 2 weeks ago. Now all of a sudden I've pondered. The Holy Spirit done fell on me. So this is the new me. This is the new Sag. And they will respect it because you are consistent in it. That's all you have to be. You have to be consistent in whatever it is that you say no to. That is it. And watch what happens with these individuals who are lovers. They're going to be like, ooh, wait a minute. Sag getting a little sexy, got a little spice. Got a little spice under it. But see, y'all think the spice is the Queen of Swords and it's lower vibration. This is the cussing out. Oh, you ain't no good. You so mo. And they laughing at you because they know you ain't gonna do nothing. Why? Because the Queen of Swords had to come out at the end. They only know that you're talking. This is just a yapper. When the individual knows that you are telling the truth about what you are saying, they're like, let me not F around with Sag because I know he or she means business. But any other time, that's not what you've been doing. You are good about cussing people out. And this is the thing. If you've ever seen TikTok, have you ever seen those videos where you come across people when they mad and they're some good cussers, right? That's you. It is entertainment for them. But they're not taking you seriously because you are what? Not consistent. This is the reason why we're starting off with 9 of Wands. Don't tell me that you're not, because you are. You wouldn't be in this energy if it wasn't. Okay. Now where we're going, oh, this is where I stopped. That is crazy. I was about to tell you this. Now, Ace of Pentacles coming out at the bottom of the deck. Oh, I love this for you. This is encompassing everything. The Ace of Pentacles this is the golden egg. This is security with money. Some type of opportunity for a new job, possibly. I'm only saying this because I don't know how this money is coming in here. Are you inheriting something? Is this a long-term committed relationship? It could be, because the Ace of Pentacles is what? Long-term. Could be. Now, what we're going to do, we're about to clarify. I'm going to start off with that 9 of Wands because I want to see what's coming out here for you, Sagittarius. Let's see. 9 of Wands. Let's get to. Oh, this just came out for Virgo. Literally the same position. Let's see. Ooh. Whew. Commitments. Isn't that what we talked about? Remember when I said it's about what you're giving to other people. You're pouring yourself out here. Complicated situation. It would make sense. This was probably the best card to actually clarify that, because this is where the wounds, the wounds are. This is where the scars and the bruising come from. And here it literally says what? Complicated. Problems. A hassle. How can I get out of this? Hands are tied behind my back. You felt hopeless. You felt like you weren't able to do something before. Truth be told, this could be the situation we'll get to in a minute. But this right here is the solution. There is a detaching, which is what we saw with the Queen of Swords, because it is boundaries. Okay? It is self-reflection. How am I playing a role in this? It is being able to rest from what caused you pain anyway. Hibernation, frozen, stopping. That's what freeze is, right? Stopping. We say freeze. That's what the cops tell you. Freeze to stop. Stopping whatever caused the pain in order for you to heal, to get over this situation. And it's telling you to learn how to say no. Go back. That's what we talked about with that card. No. That's probably the hardest thing for you to say, because whoever this is, you love them enough to be in that position. Now, could it be this person? Yes. That makes so much sense. If this is family that you're committed to, who's going to say no to their family? Family is children. Family is, mother, father, people that you feel that you're obligated towards in some way. We talked about obligation, someone that you feel obligated towards in some way. But again, this is not someone where, the way that this is saying, this is not someone who can't go without you. This is someone that's just like, I know they'll do it. I know that they'll do it. I know they're going to go out of their way. It's going to be a hassle for them. Exactly. It's going to be a hassle for them, but they'll be all right, right? It's that kind of energy. This is not, you got your mother, you got not your mother, but you got somebody who you know is really jacked up in some way, shape, or form, and they only need you. They can only, get by if they have your assistance. This is not abandonment. That's not what this is saying. This is saying that they don't necessarily need you. They just know that you're going to be there because you have a hard time telling them no. Now, here it says partnership, what you're committed to, or what you said you agreed to in some way. Now, let's get to this. This could be anything like, if you got a friend and your friend is trying to start a business, but now it's starting to be a little bit more than you can take. And you're like, damn, how can I get out of this commitment? Okay. But it don't have to be family this time. This can be certain situations. Be like, oh shit, what can I do? Because you want to stop whatever this is because it's just wearing on you. Okay, 9 of Wands. Now, some of you guys have put yourself in rough predicaments because it's not going to necessarily affect you, but it could affect you. And the only reason why I say it could affect you because if you tell this person no, they're going to be like offensive and they don't want to be friends with you anymore. Okay, this could affect the relationship that you have. But I'm just gonna say it. You might have to be like, listen, I can't do it tonight. Like, my assistance to you is a good gesture. Like, I can't do it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'll come back next week. They should be happy that you said that, by the way. I can come next week. You're not even paying me. You're saying this under your breath. You're not even paying me, but I can come next week. And this person still catch an attitude. Yeah, I'll come next week. And you shouldn't feel bad about it because, again, in your good nature, you're doing what you feel is right for the people that you love. But it's too much. You're being teamed too much. But if we're talking about a relationship, yeah, you've just overextended yourself, period. This is becoming extremely problematic. If you're talking about dealing with someone that you are living with because your commitment or your contract was that rent, okay? Or you have children with and you're living with them, someone that you're married to or whatever, right? This is the extreme portion of it. Let's go ahead. Let's get the King of Cups. Let's see what comes out here for you. Are you guys working from your house? Are you guys doing something where you are, it could be 2 different jobs possibly. And I kind of just see that this feels like this is or you guys are trying to figure out a side hustle, or you've been thinking about a side hustle, maybe. Something like that. Let's get the King of Cups here. King of Cups. Oh my God. Wow. I did not expect that. Whoa. At the bottom of the deck, ball and chain. We go back to this right here. Completely mistreatment. Family members, especially in-laws, can't stand your ass. Some of y'all got a mother-in-law or a father-in-law that won't let up on you. And outside of that, you got to deal with their daughter or their son who's been mistreating you because you've told them over and over again that something is wearing on you, 9 of Wands. This is starting to be a little bit too much, like we saw with that 9 of Wands. A lot of you are in relationships where this is just wow. But you stay because you've committed to it. You've obliged. You've gotten married to it. You've put yourself in a position where you live with it. Okay. So you've been trying to figure out ways where this weight won't feel so heavy. You've been trying to come up with strategies and plans, 8 of Pentacles, to try to free yourself. How can you get out of this situation? And how you're going to do it is going to be up to you. Okay. Because timing does matter with these kinds of readings, especially if you are married to somebody or if you're living with someone. Timing is definitely an issue. Okay, because you can't just jump up and leave somebody. This definitely talk about marriage. All right. Or unhappy marriage, like I said. Now let's get to the King of Cups in the garden and the looms. They wanted me to pay attention to the picture because this is a garden and there's a room full of people. Not all of these cards have people where they're all coming together, but this is a garden. And if you pay attention to it, it says what? Public event, public venue, crowd, audience, party. Now, that's what you're seeing on this card. Now, this is going to be of importance because could you, single people, manifest coming across someone where there's a lot of people? This could be someone at a grocery store. This could be at a mall. This could be anywhere where at a lake. This could be here at parties, certain kinds of events, community events. Like this happens with maybe people in your neighborhood, something like that. You definitely going to be meeting someone. This could be online community. Okay, could be, right? But you are going to be meeting someone too that, and this is friends sometimes, but this is definitely more feels like a lover. But you are going to be meeting someone that you have a strong connection with, as far as love, strong connection with. I see a lot of you are doing online business, or you work from out of your house. I keep seeing that. I'm trying to figure out how this will work how that will work for if you're working out, like working in your house though. Are some of you in real estate? You do things where are you an event planner? Are you in real estate? Some of you could be artists. Because I see an audience where, again, people are gathering. That could be something that you're going to end up doing. Because maybe you're reading a script, writing a script. Some of you are gamers, or some of you do something online dealing with investments. Because I can only see investment with the rings. Let's get the 8 of Pentacles. A lot of you are in some type of healing work, spiritual work here with the owl. Totally see that, where a lot of you are in spiritual work. I do feel like there's going to be something that's going to start for you in fall. Your persistence is going to pay off if you had people who are working against you. So, it's like you're able to rebuild. So if there's been people who have been, working and, behind the scenes in some way, working against you in some way, it's crazy because it's like it only made you better. It's like it allowed someone who was of extreme importance to get to see you and how you were able to function in a difficult situation. That's the only thing I can think of, because it says new horizon, but things will work for you even when they were against you. That's what that card says. Some of you are studying for your, what is it called? You're a doctor. So I see chemistry. I see something dealing with the lab, or something dealing with, maybe it could be a nursing degree, but it feels like it's like a doctor of some sort. Let's get the Two of Swords here for Sagittarius. Yeah, it feels like a doctor. I'm not saying that some of you guys can't be scientists, but or not mechanics, scientists or engineers, because that, I guess, could also be that as well. Let's get the Two of Swords here for Sagittarius. You are definitely seeing some things, because now I see you manifesting. I see you praying, and I see you visualization. Your strongest thing is being able to visualize where you want to be. I don't necessarily know what that means for you. I don't know if you have a vision board. I don't know if you do affirmations. I don't know if you do anything like that. But it is, again, repetition is something that you're continuously doing that's actually putting you in a really good place, because you're not going backwards, okay? But it's all about how you see things, is your perspective. And I definitely see that you guys are manifesting here without a shadow of a doubt. Here it says there is a process that you will be going into, or you're in. Here it says this is baby steps, progression. This is spiritual growth. I told you. All right, I can already tell you, because I see you manifesting. It's like you don't have to see. Your mind's eye is the only thing that you know. This is why I said a lot of you are very psychic, but your mind's eye is the only thing that you need to know. You just need to see it. You need to be able to see it. And that's what's going to convince you that you're going there. But you also need to know that it may not happen overnight, which is the reason why Stepping Stone is here. It may not happen overnight. It may not happen overnight, y'all. And overnight could be just like, it's only going to take 1.5 years. That'll fly by. Is this a school? Do you have to finish school? Do you have to finish certificate? Are you just having to put a little bit of extra energy into something that you're building? That's all it's basically saying. It doesn't mean that you have to wait 10 years down the line. It just means that, okay, something is working. You're putting things together. Something is working. And there's going to be somebody here that is that is going to have your back. I love the fact that this came out. Now, I don't know who this is, okay? This could be someone. I remember when I said someone can see you and they're like, man, they want to assist you in some kind of way. And I'm just going to leave it like that, because it could be anybody that will come in and help you in some way. Anybody. I just don't know who that is, because remember, it says support a friend. It could be a soulmate, meaning an actual person that you're going to be with here with the rings. Okay. A friend, a family member. It could be two of those different people, but you are going to get support. I did say healthcare. Isn't that crazy? What does that say on there? Healthcare provider. I hadn't pulled these cards yet. I told you. I see that some of you guys are doing something where, again, you're going to have your, maybe you're taking your states or something to be a medical provider or a nurse. All right, let's go ahead. Let's pull one more card here for you. I got to do Taurus. Let's go ahead. This is going to be for Sagittarius. Let's see what comes out. Let's get to. Didn't we talk about gossip earlier? I think we did. Someone is gossiping about you. Or some of you are worried what other people will say when things are not working out. Or that things may not be working out. They're going to talk about me because, I lost this thing. I lost this person. We're not together or whatever. Some of you are definitely in a position where it doesn't matter who you are. I mean, you can be a celebrity or whatever. Everybody experience embarrassment if their relationship don't work out, because everybody in your family know who they are. Your friends know who they are. Your co-workers know who they are. And now all of a sudden we're saying that something, let it be. It could be the end because there was a breakdown. And now they're like, hey, did you hear about Sagittarius? And then now you have to face everybody. Don't let that get you down, because guess what? There's like 50,000 people that day that will be experiencing that same damn thing. Okay? It is not that big of a deal. One thing that you are being told, though, is to be careful about your energy when it comes down to unrequited or people in general who do not give back to you. This is what we talked about at the beginning of the reading. And what does it say? One-sided relationship. Okay? Maybe someone isn't, there's not enough attraction or enough love that is causing this person to, want to give to you. But either way, the feelings are not mutual. And a lot of you are dealing with people, like I said before, they're mistreating you because they don't feel the way that you feel. And we talked about how that's something that you may have to face. That's it. And I do see a lot of starting over here, people who are going to be dependable, who are going to help you. That I do see. But this is what I have for you here, Sagittarius. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you are interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. I will be doing Taurus in about an hour. I got to charge my computer. I love you guys. I'll see you a little bit later. Bye.